Let's talk about the different types of cars. Now, you might have heard about a lot of different categories when it comes to cars, but most of us don't know the clear difference between these categories. So the first category that we're going to talk about is sedan. Now, sedan is just a car, a passenger car with 4 different doors. It'll also have a separate trunk compartment. So the cargo space is going to be separated and it's going to be a different compartment. And it is low ground clearance as well. And the next one is a coupe. Now, coupe again is just like the term that is given to the sporty variants of normal sedan lineups by the car manufacturers. Coupe can be pronounced as coupe. The typical French pronunciation is coupe, but if you look at the advertisements that you see in English, it's going to be pronounced as coupe. So the pronunciation is coupe, or typical French being coupe. And then we have sport utility vehicle. Now, sport utility vehicle will have high ground clearance. One SUV can be, say, Range Rover, or Fortuner. All these belong to SUV category. We also have MUV, which is going to be multi-utility vehicles, or MPV, which is the same, multi-purpose vehicles. Now, if there's a car that belongs to more than one of these categories, say it's a hatchback as well as an SUV with a high ground clearance, then definitely it goes to the MUV category, which is multi-utility vehicle. And then the next one is hatchback. Hatchback again is like there won't be any separation between the cargo space as well as the rear seats. So that is when you say the car is a hatchback. The next one is a pretty rare one. You don't see a lot of limousines over here in India. Again, it's limousine and not limousine. It's limousine with a Z sound, with the Z being that is how you're supposed to pronounce it. Again, limousines can also be called as limo, and it's usually driven by a chauffeur, and the chauffeur will be partitioned. There's going to be a partition that separates the chauffeur from the passengers. We have caravan or even vanity van. The next category is caravan and vanity van. Now, a lot of people tend to confuse between caravan and vanity van. Usually people say caravan, they use the term caravan itself even for vanity van. Now, the one that you usually see with celebrities are vanity van. So the difference is that caravan is also called a camper, and caravan can be used in order to travel. So you can say, sit in a caravan and have a nice vacation. So it can be used for accommodation as well. But at the same time, vanity van is just used as a stationary room in order to take a rest, for temporary time periods. So it's not used for a longer stay. So from what I know, Shah Rukh Khan's vanity van is like the most expensive vanity van in India. That's just a fun fact, but let's move on to the next one, which is a roadster. Now, convertibles and all go under this category of roadsters. Roadsters will have an open roof. It won't be having the weather protection. And again, roadster also it's going to be having a sporty appearance. So roadsters usually have a sporty appearance, even that has low ground clearance. Now we have pickup. Now, pickup is just a light duty truck that you might have seen, and it'll also have an open cargo space. And the last one for the video is micro. Now, micro is just like cars that is generally very small in size. So the smallest size of cars are called micro. Now, I'll just go through the different types of categories of cars that I've talked about in this video so that you have an idea, just a summary. So the first one was sedan, then we talked about coupe or coupe, and then we talked about SUV or sport utility vehicle, and MUV and MPV, which is multi-utility vehicle as well as multi-purpose vehicle. And then we talked about hatchback, limousine, caravan, then vanity van, roadster, pickup, as well as micro. I hope this helped you clear out the distinction pretty much very well between these categories. And in case if you want to know more about the course that we provided, English House, definitely do go ahead and click on the link below. Thank you so much for watching.
English House, English at your fingertips.